Ito ang latest update sa kaso ng mayor ng Bamban Tarlac na si Alice Goo nang di umano'y nasasangkot sa iligal na aktibidad sa ating bansa. Matapos ang ilang buwang pinaghahanap ng otoridad ang Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Goo na sangkot sa may iligal na aktibidad sa Pugo. Natagpuan na rin ang pugad ng dating mayora kung saan nagtatago at ang kinaroroonan nito. Ito ay ayon sa pahayag ng vlogger na si Attorney Toto Causing. Ayon sa kanya umanong A1 information, si Alice Goo daw ay nasa Alaminos, Pangasinan. Ginamit daw niya ang pangalan ng dating Vice Mayor sa Alaminos, Pangasinan at siya daw ay nagtatago. Ang Alaminos, Pangasinan ay katabi lang ng Sual, Pangasinan, kung saan nandoon ang di umano'y napapabalitang boyfriend ni Mayor Alice Goo na si Mayor Dong Kalugay. Ayon pa kay Attorney Toto Causing, nagtatago daw si Alice Goo sapagkat pwede daw siyang hulihin kaagad dahil sa mga matibay na ebidensyang nakalap ng Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Commission o PAOC, National Bureau of Investigation at COMELEC. Ayon pa daw sa latest A1 info ni Attorney Toto Causing, lumipat na daw si Alice Goo sa Coron, Palawan at maari na raw itong nasa Botswana na. Sa ibinahaging video ni Attorney Toto Causing, makikitang lumabas umano si Alice Goo mula sa isang puting sasakyan na Ford Ranger. Nakasuot ng asul na t-shirt at tila ito ay pumayat. Ayon pa kay Attorney Toto Causing, ang lalaki daw na driver na nakasuot ng puting t-shirt ay si Willie Ong. Ngunit binanggit ni Attorney Toto Causing na hindi daw siya sigurado kung si Willie Ong talaga o isang driver. Ang warehouse naman daw na ito ay kuha noong June 28, 2024 na bandang alas 11 ng umaga. Ito daw ay kuha sa Marilao, Bulacan. Makikita sa nasabing warehouse na may puting Ford Ranger na dumating. Ang lumabas umano sa kanan ay si Mayor Alice Goo at posible umanong si Willie Ong yung driver na lumabas sa kaliwa mula sa puting Ford Ranger. Si Willie Ong ang itinuturong may-ari ng warehouse sa Mexico, Pampanga, kung saan nahulihan ng shabu na nagkakahalaga ng 3.6 billion pesos. Si Willie Ong din umano ang may-ari ng Empire 999 Realty Corporation. Labis naman ang pinagtataka ni Attorney Toto Causing kung bakit hanggang ngayon ay wala pa ding nahuli ang mga kapulisan at NBI. Narito ang buong pahayag ng vlogger na si Attorney Toto Causing at kayo na po ang humusga.
Ang ating pag-usapan po sa ngayon, may latest ako na nakuha na balita kung saan si Alice Goo. Noong isang araw, nabalitaan ko at mula sa A1 information na si Alice Goo ay nasa nasa Alaminos, Pangasinan, Alaminos City, at doon siya sa lupak na kabili ng lupa. At ginamit niya ang pangalan ng anak ng dating vice mayor doon at nagtatago sila. At yun katabi lang pala yun na Sual, Pangasinan, na kung saan andoon yung mayor na doon yung kanyang sinasabing boyfriend na si Mayor Dong Kalugay. So yan po ang na narinig natin sa ating iwan na info at siyempre importante po sa kay Alice Goo na magtago siya. Ang pinaka-problema niya kasi kung bakit gusto niya magtago ay pwede na siya pong hulihin kagad. Yan ang pinaka-problema niya. Bakit siya pwedeng hulihin kagad? Kasi sa ngayon, mataas na po ang uri ng ebidensya na siya ay hindi Pilipino. Siyempre, ang pinakamalakas na ebidensya ay yung tinatawag na thumb mark. Ang thumb mark niya na namatagpuan sa passport na Alice na Goo Huaping ay pareha sa passport sa kanyang mga fingerprint na nakalagay sa kanyang passport na sa kanyang mga certificate of candidacy ng Alice Goo. So kung magkapareho ang fingerprint, science na po yan ng dactyloscopy na walang kahit magkakambal ay hindi pwede magkapareho ang kanilang fingerprint. At kung magkapareho, ibig sabihin, the same person yan. So, si Alice Go na ayon sa aking pinakahuling A1 info, no? Nung ibig sabihin, lumalagi din siya doon sa Alaminos, siyempre nabisto ko na, ay lumipat na rin siya sa Coron, Palawan. So, ibig sabihin, pag sa Coron, maaring doon lang siya sa Busuanga. At paligo-ligo lang sa resort. So, maramang, iyan ang kanyang ginagawa. So, anyway, ang isa pa dito ay ito, meron ako ipakita sa inyo na video na kung saan makikita nyo na si Alice Go ay bumaba na sasakyan. Ito po si Alice Go ito na sumasakay sa Ford Ranger. So, yan, ipi-play natin. Yan, si Alice Go, makita nyo dyan. O, yan, magbubukas. O, si Alice Go. Yan o, si Alice Go. Yan. Eh, pumayat ba siya? O, yan, Ford Ranger yan. Oh, ang lalaking yan na nagmamaneho ay si Willie Ong. Ang hindi ko lang maklaro kung si Willie Ong ba talaga yan. O driver.
Hindi mo ako sandali. Okay.
Oh, yan. So, yan po si Alice Go. Bumalik pa siya sa sasakyan. Hindi siya sa sasakyan bumalik. Pumasok siya sa kan. Ipakita ko sa inyo ang mas malaking frame na video. At makita nyo na pumasok siya sa warehouse. Itong warehouse namang ito ay kuha ito noong June 28, alas 9:11 ng umaga. At June 28, 2024, ito ay kinuha doon sa Marilao, Bulacan. Ito po yun, warehouse sa Marilao, Bulacan. Una, makikita nyo meron nakaparada na kotse. Tapos darating dyan yung puti na Ford Ranger. At ang darating na puti na Ford Ranger, ang lalabas dyan ay si Alice Go sa kanan. May lalabas na driver sa kaliwa. Pero ang pakiwari ko, tingin ko parang ito si Willie Ong, yung may-ari ng Empire 999. So, yan. Kita mo, ang lalaki ng mga building ni Alice Go kung saan siya, ano? Ibig sabihin, saan ba kumukuha ng pera itong taong ito? Ayan. O, tingnan niyo, may medyo matagal ang ano. Pero, sinubukan ko na kunin ng plate number. Wala pang plate number, bago pa lang Ford Ranger. Ayan si Alice Go. Tapos pumunta sa kanya, mula sa kabila, yung driver. At yung driver, pakiwari ko, parang si Willie Ong ito. Tandaan nyo ba si Willie Ong, yung tinuturo na may-ari ng warehouse na sa Pampanga na nakuna ng droga? Yan yun.
Okay.
So, klaro. So, ngayon, ang problema natin ngayon ito ay hanggang ngayon ay wala pa rin nahuli ang ating kapulisan at ang NBI. So, pinipilitas lang ngayon ni Risa Hontiveros at bakit hindi nila mahuli-huli? Yan ang tanong dyan. Okay? So yan ang mga binigay sa akin ng aking mga bubuwit, no? So, siyempre hindi ko babanggitin kung kanino ko nakuha yan.
Okay. So, Mr. Lidsangan,
Yes, Mr. Chair.
kailan mo nalaman na ginamit yung pangalan mo?
Actually, Mr. Chair, yung isa ko pong kaibigan nung June 26, nag-message po sa akin, morning, na sinasabi niya sa akin na, pare, sikat ka na, nasa news ka. So, hindi ko po, binaliwala ko po yun kasi may trabaho po ako nung araw na yun. Ngayon, nung lunch po, tumawag po yung kaibigan ko na yun na, pare, talaga nasa news ka na ngayon. So, nung time na yun po, tinawagan ko yung wife ko kung pwede i-search niya yung sinasabi ng kaibigan ko na nasa news daw ako. So, yung wife ko po nag-search po via Google. Then nakita nga po niya na yung pangalan ko nasa news na po ng bulletin, ng iba pa pong news. Tapos nag-search din po siya sa Facebook. Meron din pong post sa Facebook na nandun po yung pangalan ko. sa isang content creator.
So nalaman mo lang na ginamit yung pangalan mo nung lumabas na ito sa news.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ganun din kay Mr. Ang at saka kay Mr. Ano. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, actually ako po ang nag-inform sa kanila na nakita ko po yung pangalan namin dun sa isang write-up nung isang creator.
Wala ba kayong kakilala na incorporator o officer nung Lucky South 99?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Kahit isa?
Kahit po isa.
Wala ba kayong kilalang kaibigan nung may-ari nung Lucky South 99 na maaaring pinakilala sa inyo at nalimutan nyo lang?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Okay. So, ano yung ginawa nyo nung nalaman nyo na ginamit ang inyong identity?
Nung pong nalaman po namin yun, since ang nakita lang po namin sa news is Lucky South 99, so nag-inquire po ako sa SEC para ma-confirm po kung talagang yung pangalan namin nandun sa dokumento ng Lucky South 99. So nag-request po kami online sa SEC ng document ng Lucky South 99. Noong una po hindi namin makita pero nagpatulong po kami doon sa SEC kung paano mag-request. Dumating po yung request namin ng June 28 po kasi po by courier. Doon po na-confirm namin doon sa dokumento po ng galing SEC, andun po yung pangalan namin tatlo.
Hindi ba kayo nag-file ng kaso nung nalaman nyo? Hindi nyo ba kinasuhan si Lucky South 99?
Actually, Mr. Chair, nung chinek po namin dokumento, nag-backtrack kami. Nagkonsulta po kami sa abogado na kaibigan ko lang po. Dahil wala po kami pambayad ng abogado talaga. Nag-file po kami ng kaso po sa Makati Prosecutor's Office against Lucky South. All officers po ng previous Lucky South outsourcing, Lucky South 99 outsourcing Inc. po. Lahat po ng incorporators and officers po nila. Babasahin ko po ba?
Hindi na. Gusto lang namin malaman kung kayo ba ay gumawa ng aksyon nung matapos nyong malaman na nagkaroon ng identity theft sa inyo. Kasi
yes, Mr. Chair,
may pananagutan din sila dyan. Kaya kayo ay nag-file ng kaso.
Yes, Mr. Chair, nag-file po kami ng kaso.
Sa RTC sa Makati?
Nasa Prosecutor's Office pa lang po.
Okay, so nasa Prosecutor's Office pa lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige.
Chairman, Ace, kasama ata yun doon sa mga kaso ng PAOK TF. Kasama sila sa kasi sila yun nandun sa incorporators mapapailan sila ng kaso because they are the one yung mga names nila appeared on the corporations. So basically what will happen to them? So mabigat naman yung depensa nila, di ba? Sige, Winston Casio.
Winston Casio po on behalf of PAOK. Mr. Chair, with regards to that question, our recommendation always is to file all relevant cases against officers and incorporators as shown in the paper and as manifested by testimonies also. So, if we file the cases against them, they are given the equal opportunity before the panel of prosecutors to submit their counter affidavit to refute our allegations that they have something to do with Lucky South 99.
Pero yung tatlo ngayon, magkakakilala ba kayo?
Yes, Mr. Chair, magkakaibigan po kami.
Magkakilala kayong tatlo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, isang bulto kayong kinuha, parang ano mga trabaho po ninyo, if I may ask?
Sir, Mr. Chair, ako po ay compliance officer po sa isang private company.
Ano po?
Compliance officer po.
Liaison officer.
Compliance officer.
Compliance officer. Anong kumpanya po?
Fireworks company po. Fireworks company.
Fireworks. Yung si Edgar.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Edwin.
Edwin po.
Can you speak louder, Edwin?
Sa appliance po ako formerly.
Appliance?
Yes po.
Saan po?
Sa Anson po.
Sa?
Anson.
Hanson.
Anson.
Anson. So,
Yes po.
so you own,
No po, employee lang po ako doon.
yung isa,
Sa fireworks company rin po, Your Honor.
fireworks din. We were just wondering paano kayo pinili eh. Saka, yung bang mga TIN number nyo na nakalagay doon sa corporation, is it the same TIN number that you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun? Exactly the same?
But the one that is written po dun sa papers is...
Speak louder, please. Speak louder.
Yung sa tin po namin, ang nakalagay po dun sa SEC is it was issued sa Angeles, Pampanga po. Pero originally, it was issued different places po. Like sa akin po, it was issued in Santa Cruz, Manila po.
Ang nakakapagtaka, paano nila nakuha yung mga TIN numbers nyo eh? Saka paano nila kayo na-identify? We're not saying na involved kayo. We're just wondering why. Magkakakilala kayo, magkakasama kayo, pareho mga TIN numbers nyo. And even your pictures, your passport were included in the submission of all the documents in PAGCOR. I
Your
saw
Honor,
it eh.
If I may,
Yes.
actually, nag-start po yan, Your Honor, nung 2023 po. Actually, nung pandemic days po kasi, I was selling this bottled tuyo. And then I met this guy, Mr. Dan De La Cruz. So, siya po ay constant seller po, constant buyer po nung aking binibenta. And then, nung natapos na po yung pandemic, nag-meet up po kami or nagkita po kami dun sa parking lot somewhere in Araneta po. And then, dun niya po ako ulit tinawag, sabi niya, brother, nagbebenta ka pa ba nung bottle tuyo mo? Then I told him, wala na po sir kasi nagkaroon na rin po ng problem yung supply. Then dun niya po ako inalok, sabi niya, baka gusto mong mag-invest sa company na tinatayo ng boss ko. Then nagsabi po siya kung magkano yung investment. Sabi po niya at first is 15 million pero hindi naman namin kailangan ibigay lahat. So sabi ko, sir, wala po ako ganong kalaking halaga. Sabi niya, no, 10% lang. So it means around 1.5. And sabi ko, sir, hindi po ako mayaman. Wala rin po akong 1.5. And then sabi niya, kung gusto mo, maghanap ka ng kasama mo. Yung inaalok po niya pertaining is online gaming po. So nung sabi niya, maghanap ka ng kasama mo kahit dalawa, at least tag pa 500,000, dun ko po silang dalawa inalok. Then after po niya akong alokin ng time na yun, sabi ko, sige sir, maghahanap po muna ako ng kasama. And then comes August 2023 po, hiningian niya na po kami ng mga IDs with TIN numbers and pirma para i-validate daw po sa PAGCOR. Magkakaroon daw po ng mga investigation like...
So, in other words, nagkaroon kayo ng interest because hindi mo right away ni-reject yung proposal. As a
Yes,
matter of fact, you talk to your two friends and you somehow agreed.
Yes po, Your Honor. Kasi syempre, since sa mama...
So, hindi kayo, we thought random yung pagkakapili ng pangalan nyo. But basically, sino yung kumausap sa'yo? Anong pangalan?
Mr. Dan De La Cruz po.
Dante?
Fernandez.
Dan De La Cruz.
Dan De La Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, you are in contact with him until now?
Wala na po, Your Honor. Nung nalaman po namin yung mga pangalan namin na naisama po dito sa korporasyon na to, agad po namin siyang tinawagan pero hindi na po namin makontak.
Dan De La Cruz. Meron kang picture ng Dan De La Cruz?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, matagal mo na siya kilala?
Nung pandemic time po, nagpo-post po kasi ako online nung binibenta ko pong Battle Tuyo. Then, doon po siya unang na-meet up kasi tumawag po siya sa akin. Then, nag-meet up po kami sa parking lot sa may Quezon City para i-deliver ko po yung goods sa kanya, sir.
Okay. Congressman Barbers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So lumalabas, base sa kanilang sinasabi, na mukhang hindi talaga identity theft. Kasi kung identity theft, hindi nyo alam, no? Meron kayong, kasi nag-submit kayo ng ID, nag-submit kayo ng TIN, so kumbaga para kayong nabudol. Diba? Parang ganun yung dating. Okay, sige. Mr. Chair, babalikan ko na lang sila ulit later on, no? Dito naman ako sa sa issue tungkol sa kay General Karamat, no? Para once and for all masettle yung issue General Karamat, isa sa issue yung pagkaka-relieve ng mga tao from CIDG na nagtrabaho at nag-raid dito sa Pogo Hub na ito. Marami kasing haka-haka na ang nag-order ng kanilang relief ay ikaw. Meron naman nagsasabi na merong higher authorities ang nag-order. Meron naman din nagsasabi na mga superior mo ang nag-order. No? Para lang magkaroon ng liwanag o maliwanagan ang lahat, pwede ba sa pagkakataong ito pakisabi nyo sino ang nag-order ng relief ng mga taong iyon?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, and to all the members of this committee, fellow workers in the government. Isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, sir. Sir, thank you for this opportunity to clarify doon, sir, sa mga pagka-relieve ng mga tropa natin, sir, sa CIDP. On the part of Colonel Alejandro, ako po, sir, yung nag-relieve sa kanya, but nasabi naman ni Colonel Alejandro na before the operation in Bamban was conducted, he was already informed of the impending reshuffle. Nasabi na po yun ni Colonel Alejandro. Actually, hindi lang po si Colonel Alejandro yung na-relieve nung yung reshuffle ay naganap. 6 po sila na regional chief. At yung sinasabi nila, sir, na wipe up yung tao ni Colonel Alejandro, actually 2 lang po yung official na na-relieve at I think nandito sila ngayon, sir. So sila na po ang magsabi what was the reason bakit na-transfer yung 2 official. I think I submitted already to the committee secretariat regarding the reasons pagka-relieve ng mga sinasabi nilang na-wipe out doon, sir, sa Region 3 nung pagkatapos ng operation, sir, sa Bamban. Another thing, sir, hindi po na-dismiss po yung kaso or RFI as was previously mentioned. Actually, sir, yung kaso ay nag-prosper at lahat ng mga suspect na napailan ng kaso ay na-issuehan po ng warrant of arrest. On the part of Colonel Buyakaw, which was another operation conducted after a year, 2024, I received a memo coming from TDPRM as I presented in the previous hearing, memo from Directorate for Personnel and Records Management directing me as the director of the CIDG to replace Colonel Buyakaw, Your Honor, sir. Yan lang po,
kanino ho galing yung order, General?
TDPRM, sir, Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, sir. So,
at sino po ang head niyan?
It was, the OIC din was General Bakay, sir.
Okay. Sige, thank you, General Karamat. Kay General Bakay.
Thank you, Your Honor, sir.
General, sa iyo pala galing yung order.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Chair.
Is that because you intend to reshuffle or there was a pending reshuffling of your men? Kaya nyo in-implement yung relief ng mga taong taga-CIDG?
Mr. Chair, the order to install Colonel Ana, necessarily relieving Colonel Buyakaw, came from our Chief PNP. As a matter of fact, he wanted to attend, Mr. Chair, to explain why there was a relief. The difference of time between the operation in Banban led by Colonel Buyakaw was 1 month, Mr. Chair. March 17, yung order ko po, yung memo ko was April 17. There's a 1-month lull. Meaning when General Marbil took over, during the operation, Mr. Chair, kaya po nabanggit ko si General Acorda noon because it was during his time nung nagawa yung operation sa Bamban led by Colonel Buyakaw. It was during the time of General Acorda. Nung pinarelieve si Colonel Buyakaw, Mr. Chair, was the time of General Marbil. And nabanggit din po kanina ang position ng RFU NCR director usually ang choice ng Chief PNP ang inuupo po dyan. Perhaps even General Acorda can attest to that yung nilagay niya as the RFU NCR, Colonel Boyaca, was his choice. The same is true with General Marbil, our current Chief PNP. Si Colonel Ana ang gusto niyang maging director ng NCR RFU. It has nothing to do with the operations in Bamban led kay Colonel Boyaca a month before, Mr. Chair. I hope that's very clear.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Salamat, General. Nandito po ba yung mga na-relieve? So, sa second round, Mr. Chair, I'd like to manifest my interest to ask questions later.
May I interject? Andiyan nata si Colonel Boyacaw. Andiyan ba si Colonel Boyacaw? Colonel Boyacaw, can you sit here? Baka we can ask him question na para at least in relation to what you're asking.
Dito pala. So, Colonel Boyacaw, was the relief order a surprise to you when you received it?
Sir, actually sir, I was working on another case. Kasi tapos na kami doon sa Bamban sir eh. And that's the time na lumabas yung order ko sir.
So hindi ka ba nagtaka?
Well sir, kasi wala na si Sir Acorda na nag-install sa akin sir. So I expect sir na ganun sir mangyari.
Bakit ine-expect mo? Meron kang magandang trabaho, meron kang magandang achievement, tapos nirelieve ka. Anong nasa isip mo nun?
Well sir, I believe sir kasi in the past, ang mga sir, chief sa NCR sir is placed by the Chief PNP sir.
Colonel, can I interject? Colonel Boyacaw, masama loob mo? Yes or no?
Sir, I'm just
a
police officer.
No. I'm asking you personally. Masama loob mo sa pagkakaalis sa'yo after a successful operation. You have to be, you are in front of the Filipino people. Masama loob mo dahil pagkatapos ng magandang operasyon, tinanggal kayo. Yes or no? Kasi malalaman natin, kung hindi masama loob mo, di okay. Masama ba loob mo? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Di ba? And you feel nade-demoralize kayo dahil nga successful operation nyo, tapos bigla kayong tatanggalin. Di ba? Kahit na sabihin natin that this is the practice of all these Chief PNPs, General Acorda, during your time, was there a situation wherein there is a successful operation, then a day after, tinanggal mo silang lahat? Was there an occasion?
During my time, sir, I cannot recall such situation, sir, because talagang duly informed naman ako sa lahat ng mga operation, and except if there are some demeanors in the operation conducted, doon lang nagkakaroon ng relief, sir.
Of course.
As far as I can recall, sir, wala pong nangyaring ganun.
Of course, yun ang medyo masakit sa atin na after, ito yung hindi ko matanggap, honestly. When we have the last hearing, before I recognize Congressman Chairman Acop, hindi ko matanggap na after a successful operation, sasabihin natin that alam na naman nila natatanggalin sila. Di ba? Sana hindi po gano'n ang naging procedure ng PNP. And as a matter of fact, marami sa inyo na na-demoralize dahil nga inilipat sila. Let's accept it. Ayan, katulad si Colonel Boyacaw, sinasabi niya, di ba? Personally. Di ba? Masakit. Kaya, I hope, before I proceed, the Chair would like to recognize Congressman Chairman Acop. Chairman Acop, you have the floor.
To put things in their proper perspective, Colonel Boyacaw, nasabi mo kanina na ini-expect mo na ma-relieve ka. Tama? Nung nawala si General Acorda.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Bakit?
Sir, as I said a while ago, sir, as experience yung napansin ko, sir, in the past, kung sino, sir, yung Chief PNP, siya, sir, yung naglalagay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Retired na ako, I retired in 2001, 23 years. Nung ako rin ang nag-chief ng NCR CIS, ang chief PNP ang pumipili kung sino ang maging boss diyan. Di ba? Kaya ikaw ang pinili ni General Acorda. Right? Tapos nung naupo si General Marbil, nirelieve ka kasi siya ang pipili ng uupo doon sa unit na yan. That has been the tradition. Tama?
Yes, sir. Yes.
O kaya dapat hindi sumama ang loob mo dahil alam mo na yun ang tradition eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I continue.
Okay, so the chair of Dangerous Drugs, Chairman Ace Barbers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Pagpatuloy
Chair.
mo.
So, balikan na lang natin yung sa issue sa Philippine National Police. Gusto ko lang matanong yung PIDEA. Is PIDEA present?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Si Director Lasso.
Director General Lasso, mula nang nagumpisa yung mga congressional hearings ng dangerous drugs, public order, public accounts, at saka yung Committee on Human Rights, there seems to be a common denominator doon sa usaping yon, no? At hindi nawawala yung usapin tungkol sa drugs. No? Do you have any information that you wish to share to the committee with respect to perhaps your findings or your mga datos na nandiyan sa inyo, Director General Lasso?
Yes, Your Honors. This is our first time, for PIDEA to join this hearing. We have been actively participating in the committees on the EJK hearings and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. In the hearings that we joined, we took note of the matrices or diagrams that were presented during these hearings, and when we went back to our office, we crafted a better diagram on how it can be clearly seen how they are connected with each other. And after we made that diagram, I shared it with PAOCC, Yusek Gilbert Cruz. Because inputted in that diagram is that there was a report which came out of the Senate hearings that a certain brother of Michael Yang, can I just refer to a certain brother of Michael Yang, who is Hu Zhang Yang, also known as Yang Hung Zhang, is an incorporator or part of Full Win Group of Companies and Paili Estate Group Corporation. Now, in the hearings of the Senate, it was revealed that Baofu Land Development Incorporated, wherein Mayor Alice Leal Go is an incorporator, received money from the joint account of Yang's brother Hong Jiang Yang and one Yu Zheng Kan. Supposed to be, or reportedly, this money was used to bankroll Hongsheng Gaming Technology, the builder of Pogo Complex in Banpan, raided in March 13, Your Honors. And so, again, these are not part of our holdings. We just collated what we heard from Congress and from the Senate and came up with this diagram. And that's where we saw the connection of Mayor Go and Hong Jiang Yang, a brother of Michael Yang.
Okay, thank you, DG. Other than that information, wala nang ibang link or connection?
No more, Your Honor.
Okay. Sige, thank you, DG.
So we'll be asking again si JP John Patrick Samson to appear on the next hearing, you know. We have invited him over, but unfortunately, wala man lang siyang excuse letter or something. So, General, Karamat, kasi yung picture na pinakita ko sa iyo nung last, di ba? Kasi meron pa isang tao doon eh. And I think, yung lalaki nandito, ano to? Sino to?
I remember him already, sir. Actually, I met him in one of the occasions, sir. And he was introduced me as GP Baliwag only, sir.
Hindi, itong isa itong ano. Kasi I heard he's a mayor. Mayor ata to ng Bulacan, if I'm not mistaken.
May I see again the picture, sir?
Oo nga. Papabigay nga kay General Karamat. Kasi somebody texted me that he is a mayor of the province of Bulacan. At I heard na meron ding pogo doon. So, we wanted to find out yung link ni JP doon sa mga pogo. And we are giving him a chance to be here. Pero hindi siya pumunta. So we'll be asking him again to be present. Otherwise, we will issue a show cause order to him.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
May I know if I'm the next interpolator?
So wala na sa first round? Wala sa first round. Yes, you will. You will be. So
can I proceed? Or
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mayor of what municipality?
San Rafael, Bulacan, sir.
Yun, no. So, I think this John Patrick Samson is, picture lang naman to. Pero, we wanted to find out those mayors na, ano rin also, na have to explain to us, no? Anyway, so, sino na po? Congressman, Chairman Abante, this is your second round.
Yes.
So, for your second round, ay binibigyan ka namin ng 2 minutes. Go ahead.
2 minutes per question. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. May I know if we have the incorporators of the Lucky South 99 Corporation here? May I request them to stand up and state their name and what is their position?
Ang incorporators ng Lucky... Wait. Kasi nako-confuse tayo, no? Anong Lucky South 99 are we talking about? Lucky South 99...
South 99 Corporation.
Corporation. And then Corporation. Yun yung bago. So, Lucky South 99 Corporation, andon sila Baterna, sila Julian Linsangan, at sila Edgar Chan.
May I please ask them to stand up and state their name and their position in the corporation?
Ayan sila. Ano?
Yes, Mr. Chair. On papers, Mr. Chair, so today, kami po yung officer ng Lucky South. Kami pong tatlo.
All right. Please just state your name and give your position in the corporation.
In papers, Your Honor, I'm Julian M. Linsangan III as president po.
You're the president.
In papers po.
All right. Of the corporation.
Yes, Your Honor.
In papers.
Yes, Your Honor.
In papers lang, ha?
Opo.
Okay, next.
Yes po. Good afternoon po. Edwin Ang po. Treasurer po.
You are the what?
Po. Edwin Ang po.
And what is your position?
Nakalagay po sa papers, treasurer po.
In paper then?
Yes po.
And?
Marion Ryan Chua po. In papers as director po.
In papers then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oo. So, let me ask. Also, Miss... okay. May I ask, who is the real owner of the corporation?
Hindi po namin alam, Your Honor.
Okay. So, you are the incorporators, you are the president, but you do not know the real owner of the corporation.
Your Honor, as we said kanina po, pinolge po yung pirma namin nung time na nag-amend sila ng incorporation po nila.
So, Mr. Chair, let me ask, how did you become incorporators?
Hindi po namin alam, Your Honor.
Wait, Congressman, may I interject? Kasi a while ago, that other guy was talking, anong pangalan mo, bro?
Marian Chua po.
Brian Chua. Kasi kanina may sinasabi ka, ang sinasabi mo sa amin kanina, may kumausap sa iyo.
Yes, Your
Nagpunta pa kayo ng parking area, di ba? And he offered you 50 million. Sabi mo, hindi mo kaya. Tapos suddenly, sabi mo, nag-negotiate siguro kayo or something, lumabas kayo ng 500,000.
Yes,
And
sir.
you told us that you talked to the two others para i-consider yung offer.
Yes, sir.
So, nung kinonsider yung offer, I'm pretty sure alam nyo kung anong pinag-uusapan nyo. Di ba? 500,000 nyo ilalabas nyo. Yun ang usapan nyo, di ba?
Mr. Chair, that's my next question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, let me ask, no? You were incorporators in papers.
Mr. Chair, we're not the incorporator. Ginawa lang po kami.
You were not really the incorporators.
We're not the incorporators. Mr.
Therefore, you did not pay any amount to be incorporators.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Now, you only became incorporators to be able to satisfy the regulation of corporations in which 60% are owned by Filipinos.
Pwede po pakiulit yung question, Mr. Chair.
Okay, ano ba yung question ko? Do you realize that in any corporation in the Philippines, that the corporation must be owned specifically 60% by Filipinos? Do you realize that? Do you know that?
Opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay, do you know that? Therefore, you own 60% of the share.
In papers, Your Honor, I don't know how much I own.
So you do not even know how much share do you have?
Hindi po, Your Honor.
You did not contribute any money as far as buying shares is concerned.
No, Your Honor.
Therefore, the corporation is owned by Chinese nationals who are not even Filipinos.
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
Ibig sabihin, no, Mr. Chair, nagpagamit din kayo.
No, Your Honor.
Hindi, nagpagamit din kayo. Come on, hindi mo alam eh. Paano mo hindi mo alam? You are the president, Mr. Chair. Medyo nagagalit na ako dito eh. Nagsisinungaling ka. You are the president. And you do not even know. So anong ibig sabihin nito? Niloloko mo ang committee ito?
No, Your Honor. May I continue the...
Oh, go ahead. Just continue.
The story
You better tell the truth because I am going to cite you in contempt to make a motion to it.
Yes, Your Honor.
My goodness, hindi mo alam? Ano ba kayo? Mga tanga ba kayo? Are you going to allow yourselves to be used by a Chinese national and you do not even know the corporation? You are the president of the corporation. You are.
Mr. Chair, actually, Your Honor, meron pong mga dokumento, pinail ang Lucky South sa SEC na forged po yung mga pirma namin at hindi po namin alam kung ano po yung mga...
So you are admitting right now that your signatures were not your signatures, they were forged.
Yes, Your Honor, that's why po nag-file kami ng kaso sa Makati.
So they were forged.
Yes, Your Honor.
Who forged it?
We don't know, Your Honor. Maybe the Lucky South po.
Maybe the Lucky South. Okay. Again, let me repeat, Mr. Chair. Who do you believe is the owner of the Lucky South 99 Corporation?
The previous po, the Chinese, ang nakalagay po doon sa...
What is the name of the Chinese?
Doon po sa... Before po lumabas yung pangalan namin, ang president po yung Zhang Ji.
Sino po, Mr. Chair?
Zhang Ji, Mr. Chair.
Who is Zhang Ji?
Doon po sa...
Sabi mo kanina sa amin, di mo alam eh.
Nabasa lang po namin dito sa nakuha namin dokumento.
Have you met him?
No, Your Honor.
Have they talked to you?
No, Your Honor.
So, yung Jianxi na yan, alam mong Chinese yan, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, nagpaloko kayo sa Chinese.
I think, Your Honor, naloko po kami doon sa...
Ayun. So, ina-admit nyo, Mr. Chair, na sila ay naloko ng mga Chinese. Now, to question here, magkano binayad sa inyo ng Chinese?
No, Your Honor, wala.
Meron. You do not lie to me here. Hindi pwede na gamitin kayo ng Chinese owners na walang binayad sa inyo. Come on.
Mr. Chair,
We're not stupid here. Nagpagamit kayo ng ganun lamang na hindi kayo binayaran?
Forge nga po yung pirma namin, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to hold these people in contempt.
Okay, there's a motion. But before we move for the second motion, I would like to remind yung ating mga incorporators doon sa company na yon. Kasi kanina sinabi nyo na merong kayong pinag-usapan na 500,000. And that was 500,000 that you have considered. And pretty sure, dinideny nyo na rin yung tao na kausap nyo na nawawala na, hindi na matagpuan. I think that is a lame excuse. And you are making us think twice. Actually, kanina, nung nandito kayo, napapaniwala nyo ako sa mga sa mga facial reaction. But when you spoke a while ago, yung isa, nagkaroon kayo ng contact doon sa Lucky South 99 At hindi nyo lang inaamin ngayon, but you were tempted, most likely you were tempted to enter, with them. Kasi hindi sila mag-o-offer ng 50 million Kanina, come to think of it, hindi sila mag-o-offer sa inyo ng 50 million kung there's nothing on it. And as a matter of fact, you consider it. Anyway, so I hope that yung puso ng ating kaibigan, si Chairman,
Mr. Chair,
there is a motion. There is a pending motion. So,
Mr. Chair, before you...
Congressman Barbers.
Mr. Chair, before we do not want this committee to be insulted further. We do not want that. Come on, we're not wasting our time here. We are working. We're not wasting our time here. And you are insulting this committee. Oh, hindi ako nagagalit. Dynamic lang ako dito. Pero what I'm saying is true. We do not want this committee to be insulted by you people who come in here to lie before our faces.
So, we will give you opportunity. Tell us the truth. Kasi alam namin meron kayo nalalaman. Just give us something. Because you won't speak like that, Kanina,
Mr. ibibigay ko po namin yung copy ng complaint namin sa Makati para po makita po ng this committee yung...
Of course, bibigyan nyo talaga yung magko-complain kayo talaga. Dahil sinabi ng PAOK, kasama kayo sa demanda dahil kayo ang incorporators. And you're trying to have a safe passage in here na hindi kayo involved. Pero in all reality, because of your statement a while ago, we can assume here that talagang kasama kayo, kilala nyo yung Lucky South 99. You were used and you are allowing to be used until now. At akala nyo, maloloko nyo ang kongresong ito, pati ito, si Baterna, akala nito, maloloko tayo. Pero babalikan namin kayo. Okay?
So Mr. Chair, I reiterate my motion.
Mr. Chair,
Barbers.
Mr. Chair, before you rule on the motion, may I just ask for a 1-minute suspension for the committee to get our acts together?
1-minute suspension. Session. Hearing resume. So, Meron ako itatanong, Elisa, kanina yung nagsasalita, anong name mo?
Marion Chua po.
Ha?
Marion Chua po.
Ryan Chua.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kanina, may binanggit ka dito. Nung during the pandemic, 2019, 2020, you were able to talk to that guy. What is the name of that guy?
Dan De La Cruz.
Dan De La Cruz. O, yan, tama. Dan De La Cruz. At ang offer sa iyo ni Dan De La Cruz for you to join yung kanilang Lucky South 99, di ba? Outsourcing, 50 million.
Your Honor, wala pong nabanggit na pangalan ng korporasyon. Ang sabi lang po sa amin is magtatayo pa lang po. And he was telling me it was 15 million, 1.5 po. Yung parang
50 million?
15 po. 1.5.
1.5. At tapos sabi nyo, hindi nyo kaya, tapos 500,000, nag-usap-usap kayo, tapos binigay nyo yung lahat ng dokumento sa kanila. Correct? Why do you have to give all your documents na hindi naman pala kayo sasama? And as a matter of fact, Edwin, Chua, this was during pandemic.
No, Your Honor.
Sabi mo kanina, pandemic, hando kayo sa parking area. Don't lie.
Your
Huwag ka
Honor.
magsisinungaling because you are incorporated now dito sa Lucky South 99 Corporation. You were offered Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated during the pandemic noong 2020. And now, 2023, dun kayo sumama sa Lucky South 99 Corporation.
Your Honor, nakilala ko po yung Dan De La Cruz nung pandemic kasi bumibili po siya sa akin nung Battle Tuyo ko po. Last year lang po niya ako binigyan ng offer nung nagkita lang po kami ulit sa may parking lot.
Sabi mo kanina,
Araneta.
pandemic kayo, nagkita sa parking area.
Nagkikita po kami sa parking area para bumili po nung paninda ko na Battle Tuyo po. Doon ko po siya nakilala. And then, in-offer po niya sa akin yung bagong corporation daw po. Last year lang po.
Well, yan ang alibay
July
nyo
po.
ngayon.
Ano po yun?
Yan ang alibay nyo ngayon.
No, Your Honor, yun po yung katotohanan.
Kasi,
Last year, July 2023 lang po niya ako sinabihan, Your Honor.
Anyway, so, ako, basically, I don't know with the body. So, Congressman Flores, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. What's your name? I'm sorry. Please state your name.
Marion Ryan Chua po.
Okay, Mr. Chua, do you know Cassandra Leong?
Nakita ko po siya sa video conference call by Mr. Dan De La Cruz po.
And when was that?
Noong November, nung nag-meet po kami ni Mr.
November
Dan De La
of what
Cruz.
year po?
2023 po.
2023, November 2023. So you had a video call with Cassandra Leong.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the nature of the call was what?
Doon po inintroduce sa amin ni Mr. Dan De La Cruz na si Miss Cassie Ong po ang boss niya. And doon po sinabi niya na magtatayo nga ng korporasyon. Doon na po siya nagbigay na, yun nga, pinipilit na kami magbigay ng pera na sabi po namin, wala po kaming pera pa.
But you're not personally friends with Cassandra Leong?
No, Your Honor. First time lang po namin nakita siya via video conference call using Mr. Dan De La Cruz mobile phone po.
Was that the only conference call that you had with Cassandra Leong?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that the only conference call that you had with any other officers of Lucky South 99?
With Miss Cassandra Ong lang po. That's the only time.
That's the only time?
Yes, Your
How
Honor.
about meetings with other persons connected with Lucky South 99?
No, Your Honor.
Yung sa parking lot, ano yan?
Kay Mr. Dan De La Cruz po.
And how is he related with Lucky South 99?
Hindi ko po alam, Your Honor.
So he just brings up to you the idea of Lucky South 99 or forming a corporation without you knowing that he was part of Lucky South 99. Is that correct?
Your Honor, ang sabi lang po niya sa akin is new corporation po. Wala pong nabanggit na Lucky South 99 or any name of corporation.
Okay, now let me ask Pauk. Sir, what information do you have about the knowledge of these persons as far as the Lucky South 99 Corporation is concerned?
As far as the Philippine incorporators are concerned, we are fairly convinced that they knew what they were entering into. Sir, look at it, Congressman. Cassie Lee was able to establish a mansion worth 2.5 billion pesos. And here is someone peddling a story that Cassie Lee was trying to entice them to invest for 15 million. Castle could easily afford 15 million, just like that. We don't buy the story. We will charge them po.
Mr. Chair, may I interject in relation to this?
Go ahead po, sir.
Okay. Okay lang yun. May busy. Anyway, I'd like to ask Ms. Paterna, no? Ikaw ang corporate secretary. You were the ones that filed the incorporation papers, di ba?
Si attorney po yung nagpa-file.
Yes. And hindi ikaw ang nag-file.
Hindi po. Nagpipirma lang po.
Nagpirma ka lang?
Opo.
Okay. Who told you to sign?
Sa law firm po ng attorney.
So therefore, it is the law firm that told you to sign.
Yes po. Tumatawag po sila pag may mga kailangan po ako
And
i-sign.
you do not know who the owners of the corporation is.
Hindi po.
Now, let me, pwede magtanong ulit. Let me ask, Attorney Roque, you are the lawyer of Whirlwind,
Yes,
right?
Your Honor.
Okay.
For the ejectment case.
For the ejectment case.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, you do not even know this Lucky Corporation here.
Wala po. No contact whatsoever. Kaya nga po, vehement ang denial ko. Kahit anong anino, wala po ako nakita. Itong mga naririto po, hindi ko po sila kakilala, no? Kaya nga po, ang kakilala ko lang is yung Whirlwind, no? At yun naman po ang dokumentado na talagang umapir ako sa hukuman. Hindi po talaga madidinayan at nakipagbalitaktakan ako sa ngalan po ng Whirlwind.
Hindi ba sa inyo nagkwento ni Cassandra na mayroong Lucky South 99 Corporation?
Ang sinabi niyo po, yan yung umuupa sa kanila. At ang palaging, well, I do not know if this is divulging already too much po for attorney-client, no? Ang palaging issue namin is it worth defending the ejectment? Kasi kapag natanggal sila sa posisyon, wala na rin yung premises sa kanila. So parang para kay pa, no? Wala namang ibang uupa dyan. Kung hindi
Attorney Roque, let me say this, no? The Whirlwind Company is a real estate company.
Yes po, opo, Mr. Chair.
Okay, and they were the ones that actually bought the property from Mr. Cruz. Am I right?
Yung building po sila nag-construct and they bought a portion.
And I think that you know that the Whirlwind Company, who also owns the Lucky South 99 Corporation, who also is connected with the Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Corporation, you would know that this is actually a POGO hub that they would be constructing.
Hindi ko po alam na sila may-ari ng Lucky South. Ang alam ko lang po, tinayo nila itong facility ito at pinapaupahan nga po sa POGO, Lucky South.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, so thank you so much, Congressman Chairman Abante. Now, Congressman Flores is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chua, are you a businessman, sir?
No, Your Honor. Namamasukan lang po sa private.
You're just an employee?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that the same with your two other companions? Can they please state for the record whether they're
Yes
business?
po.
You are?
Edwin po.
You are employed or?
Employed lang po.
Employed. How about you, sir?
Mr. Chair, employed lang din po.
Okay, now, have you at any point in time met the other officer of the corporation, the Miss Baterna?
No po. Wala
Never?
po kaming kilala sa mga Lucky South, ano po.
Hindi kayo nagkita ever since?
No po.
So this is the first time that you've seen her?
Yes po. Sa
Okay.
second po, sa Senate po kasi na...
Okay. So when was the first time you heard about your names being incorporators of Lucky South 99?
Mr. Chair, nung pong June 26 po kasi, yun nga po yung kanina sinabi ko.
June 26 of what year?
2024 po. Na may nag-message po sa akin na nasa news daw po yung pangalan ko. Tapos, yun nga po, nakita po, nag-search po yung wife ko sa Google, saka doon sa Facebook, na andun nga po yung pangalan ko. Nabanggit din po yung pangalan ni Edwin at ni Marion na part daw po kami ng Lucky South 99.
So all of this time, wala kayong like notices that you received from any communication, from any government office or agency for that matter, relating to Lucky South 99?
First time po namin makareceive dun sa Senate po.
Sa Senate?
Opo.
Like in your respective residences, wala kayong natanggap na sulat, notification, whatever?
No, Your Honor.
Pertaining to Lucky South 99?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, when you found out in June of 2024, sabi nyo, na involved kayo sa Lucky South 99, when did you decide to file a case against the incorporators of Lucky South 99?
Nung pong nag-inquire po kami sa SEC para po, ayun po yung advice ng lawyer na mag-inquire kami sa SEC para po makita yung kung sino po yung mga incorporator and officers po ng Lucky South. So, nag-request po kami ng dokumento sa SEC. Then, right after po noon, nag-file po kami noong July 10, 2024.
Okay, so prior to that, were any of you required to submit copies of your licenses, IDs, or any other forms of identification which usually are attached to the Articles of Incorporation?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Wala?
Wala po.
TIN numbers?
Doon po sa dokumento po nakuha namin sa SEC, andun po yung TIN number namin doon sa certificate, director certificate na sinubmit nila, which is forged po lahat yung pirma namin.
But the TIN numbers are correct naman?
Correct po yung TIN number, pero po yung issuance nakalagay po doon Angeles City, which is hindi naman po yun ang issuance ng TIN number namin.
Okay. Ms. Baterna, have you ever seen any of the three other incorporators of Lucky South 99?
Hindi po. Hindi ko po sila kilala.
Never mo yung nakilala?
Never po.
Never were you present in any meeting where all the three of them were also present?
Never po.
Never. Ikaw lang yung nasa office palagi?
Opo.
Ikaw lang yung nauutusan ng mga persons running Lucky South 99?
Yes po.
And you never got a call, text, message, or anything from any of the three persons involved? Itong mga bisita natin ngayon?
Wala po.
Ikaw lang?
Opo.
Okay. Mr. Chair, thank you.
Thank you. Ma'am Baterna and the three guys, no? Kasi hindi po kami galit sa inyo, pero there's something missing and we're about to find it out. We are going to find it out. For now, the motion will be withdrawn to cite you in contempt. I think we have to withdraw that.
Point of order, Mr. Chair. It should be me that should withdraw the motion, not the chairman of the committee. It should be me. And Mr. Chair, I reiterate my motion because look, these people are actually insulting this committee. I'd like to ask the director of PAOK, do you believe that these people know many things? Naniniwala ba kayo na may alam itong mga to?
What we could say, Your Honors, is that we would include them in the criminal charges that we would file because we are not buying the story that they are innocent victims of an identity theft.
Therefore, you know that they know something, right?
I agree, Your Honor.
Therefore, with this basis, I reiterate my motion for contempt.
Okay. I am just a chairman and we have members and I respect the decision of the members on this. I'm telling you, guys, we have to find out the veracity of your statement regarding your employment. We have to see, can you kindly submit all your documents pertaining to your being an employee? Katulad nung si Chua, nagtatrabaho daw siya sa appliance center sa Anson. Is this true?
Yes po, Your Honor, pero kaka-resign ko lang po.
Wala kang properties, wala kang sariling bahay, wala kang sasakyan,
Actually,
How old are you?
40, magpo-48 po.
40?
47, going 48.
47?
Yes po.
So you were not employed by the Lucky South or any corporations under this
Never po.
This Pogo
Never
Hub?
po, Sir, Your Honor.
And you also? Yes, you.
Never po, Your Honor.
How old are you?
38 po, Your Honor.
38. You have your own house? Your own car?
No, Your Honor.
Are you sure?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because we are trying to look on the on the veracity of your statement here.
Yes, Your Honor. I
And
only
also-
have a motorcycle po.
Mr. Chair, hindi po ako connected sa Lucky South. Meron po akong bahay na tindiran, naka-loan po sa bangko po.
Wala nang anumang property na nakapangalan sa inyong tatlo?
Wala po, Your Honor.
Your Honor, ako property lang po, lupa lang po, wala pong tayong bahay.
How big
Wala-
is the lot?
180 square meter na sa Kanlubang po.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mag-subscribe at i-click ang notification bell para sa mga susunod na video updates. Maraming salamat po.